Six ed teachers of Reddit, what is the most awkward / cringe-worthy question you've had to answer in your class? I was one of the pupils, but this still sticks out in my mind, not so much for being a funny question, but for the stupid answer. A boy asked what would happen if a woman put a tampon in the wrong way, so the string didn't come out. All we got was, well, it has to come out somehow. We were left in suspense as the teacher, a nurse, moved on to the next question. Was it some medical emergency or not? I guess the idea of telling 10-year-old boys about girls putting anything besides penises and tampons into vaginas deviated too far from what was appropriate. We weren't meant to know that fingers could go up there yet for any reason. Not a teacher, but heard two amazing questions. 5th grade 6 ed. Student, why does my mom scream during sex? Teacher, she's having fun. 10th grade safe sex education. Female student, if you're having anal sex and the guy blows inside you and then you fart, does it blow bubbles? Teacher, next question. A kid in my class asked what is the stuff that girls organism out if males is sperm. Teacher said that girls don't ejaculate. The kid responded, no they do, I've seen it on the internet. Once asked the question to a group of year 9 students, what do you do if you want to have sex and you can't find a condom? Student 1, male, surely you can find something in your house, maybe cling film. Student 2, female, yeah, or maybe tinfoil, ducking tinfoil. OMG, I'll never forget a question a girl asked in my 6 ed class, probably 7th grade. Girl, does pee ever come out instead of semen when a man ejaculates? Teacher, no, when a man ejaculates it is only semen. Girl, okay, but what if pee came out instead of semen? Teacher, that's not physically possible, as it's a separate system with urine versus semen. Girl, but what if it happened? Teacher, it can't happen. Girl, but what if it did? I'm a teacher in year 6, 10 plus 11-year-olds, in the UK. It's the first year that children really learn and talk about sex in school. We had arrived at the actual sexual intercourse lesson, where we focus on the science of conception. One boy out his hand up and said that there were, of course, sounding worldly wise, ways of having sex without getting pregnant. I nodded approvingly as I thought we were going to start talking about contraception. Yes, he says, you can stick your penis between a woman's breasts and then come on her chest. I suppose he isn't wrong. Hard to get pregnant like that. Took me by surprise though. Bruh, we started in year 3. Always changing, always growing or something like that. By year 6 we were made to watch a lady give birth and some poor lad fainted. Looking back, that primary school were all around though, so not surprised. No need to mention the incident. One of my favorite moments from my high school days. We had health as part of our PE class, and they always got the PE teachers to teach it. And of course 1 week of it was sex edition. We had this dumb football coach who basically read us the textbook for a week, rather than actually deal with the subject. Not really because of any squeamishness, but mostly because it wasn't related to football, and that's all he cared about. I didn't know it was possible to make sex boring until I sat through that week of school. All of us were dozing off or just daydreaming. But the last day, someone raised their hand and said, "Hey coach, how do you have sex? What's the process?" Obviously, they were messing with the guy. The coach said, okay, so you got a donut and a banana. And goes on to tell us about how that would work. It was so bizarre. I teach 5th grade. This is the time for the big talk in Indiana. I was roughly about 7 months pregnant. I was unmarried but engaged. My fiancé was a pretty active participant in my classroom, so all the kids knew him. He came on the field trip due to not having a male teacher available to go to supervise the boys. In Indiana, we still teach abstinence only. In the middle of the lesson, the instructor basically tells the kids that conception takes place after 6, which can only happen after marriage. 30 seconds later, eyes are on me and a hand shoots up. One of my fabulous tiny humans blurts out, "That can't be true. Mrs. isn't married and she is pregnant right now. How did that happen then?" I'm pretty sure the instructor would have killed me in that moment had she been able to, And this was my TED talk on how I ruined the abstinence education by being pregnant and unmarried.